Hello everybody, my name is Sirhc and welcome to a special little video today. First off, I want to thank all of you who are subscribed to me, and if you're not subscribed to me, go click that subscribe button so that you can be included in the people being thanked right now. But I want to thank you because I have recently hit 100 subscribers, which is totally awesome. I'm very excited. I'm so happy to have 100 of you, or a little over 100 of you, who have decided to click that button because you thought I was worth watching, and I hope I am, and I hope I continue to be. So today we're going to be taking a look at my first Minecraft world, my first ever Minecraft world. But first, well, actually second, I guess, I also want to announce a little series that's going to be coming out on my channel soon. I'm not sure when yet, but it'll be soon, next couple weeks, hopefully. Possibly, like, right around the New Year time. But I'm going to bring back the single-player series. Not really bring back, but reboot, because we won't be on the same map. It'll be much better, but I will talk more about that at the end of this video. Right now, we're going to... I guess we don't need that. Well, yeah. Right now, we're going to take a look. So this is not actually my first world. This is the seed that my first world was. So none of my buildings are here. I just wanted to show you kind of a before picture. So this is my first sites playing Minecraft, sort of. I did play the demo. I played the demo first to kind of see what it was all about and see if it was really something that I wanted. But this is the very first world that I made after buying Minecraft, and there's a skelly dungeon over there that I totally missed somehow. I didn't know much about dungeons at the time. But yeah, and I pretty much stuck to the snow plains. This hill is actually where I set up my house, so we'll see that in just a sec here. I just wanted to show you the hill because it is now gone. But there's a nice little hill here, and a nice little cave, and a nice little lake right in front of it. But right here, I think right in this area is where I dug in for my first night to stay away from the scary mobs. So like I said, just wanted to show you a before and after. So this is my first house ever in Minecraft. Quiet. Just be quiet for now. I gotta turn my sounds down. That was one of my kennels. But yeah, this is my first house. I have 3 houses on this world, so we're gonna go check them all out. And like I said, I dug into this side of the mountain, and right this room here, this was the first, or my first little room. Kind of dug it out, stuck a bed in there, some chests, and on this side of the mountain, this is where the cave was. And so this kind of follows a bit where the cave was, and I just kind of connected the 2 rooms. But yeah, so that's kind of how the house was shaped. So let's take a look. So I guess we'll go down. Let's go through this entrance. So this was one of my entrances. I got some supplies here, and over here I have my chest room. This is all the chests. I didn't have much, so didn't need too many chests. This is my crafting room, so I had 49 diamonds. I was so rich. I had some crafting stuff in here, so I could craft them. And my furnace room right here, with all of my furnaces. And I have a bunch of stone in here, because when I was stopped playing on this world, I was making a castle, which we'll go see. Got lots of gold there, lots of iron, and some coal. Cool. Let's see. And then, whoops. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm in creative. Kind of forgot about that. But yeah, just fixing that. Let's see. There was this part kind of goes through a cave. This is one of the first caves I explored. Well, this isn't a cave. I guess I dug down. The very first ravine I saw, and I remembered like digging that out and just being like, holy crap. That is so far down and so scary. And even it was quite a trip. and that staircase just goes down there. But let's go back to the house. I think that staircase used to connect to something. I don't know. Everything's kind of messed up now because I redid lots of stuff. Not sure what all that is, actually. I thought I'd turn the music down. Quiet. Okay. So that was a cave that I didn't really go to. There was really no reason to have an entrance there. My first nether portal right here. We won't go in there, though. There wasn't much. We can take a look. This was my little nether hut. My ghast proof. Well, not really proof, but I could hide up, or I could look up there to kind of get a look around. It's not really loading in well. And there's another fortress like right up there somewhere. And I had to put cobble all here because I kept getting shot by gas. And lots of buttons and 2 entrances in case I got attacked by pig zombies. And then down here, I think this is the last thing on this level. There's my garbage chute, and I don't know why the bar is broken. And then down here I have my mine, a nice spiral staircase, and that goes down. If the ladders weren't here, I'd go down there, but it'll take too long. It is kind of funny down there because my first mine was like a 4x4 tunnel that I just dug, and then sometimes I would turn and then dig some more. And so it was not efficient at all. Did not know how to mine. So this is my upstairs. Over here I have my kitchen with water source and some food and supplies. Oh, and I should tell you, this is I'm playing on 1.4.6 right now. I started in 1.4, like 1.4 point, I don't know, 3 or something, I think is when I started. And I think I stopped on this world in like 1.4.7, something like that. Well, I guess, yeah, because I think it was 1.4.7 while I was on this map. So not too long ago, but yeah. So I got a little potion brewing area here that I never used. Never brewed a potion in this world. Enchantment setup. And I didn't enchant very much. The only I never had an XP grinder, so the only XP I got was from mining and killing mobs. Here's my bedroom. So I didn't enchant very much. In fact, it was basically just picks, which I think I lost everything because I don't remember where it all went. But somehow I lost all the stuff that was in my inventory. But yeah, this was all my special items. I had Eyes of Ender. I did find a stronghold, but I never went in, didn't fight the dragon. I've never actually fought the dragon by myself or really legitly in vanilla Minecraft, which is kind of sad. And that's part of the reason why I want to do the single player series. But yeah, look at this beautiful view. So good. We'll go take a look out there next, I think. So yeah, these were items those are the only armor and bows that I enchanted. Everything else I enchanted was basically pickaxes. And I was saving those for going to fight the dragon whenever I did that. So this is where the cave was. This was the cave entrance. So I made a nice little dock out here, or not a dock, but a deck sort of thing. And out there is my fishing hut, so I could fish at night. And that's when I realized that fishing was boring and did not give you very much food. So here's another entrance. I don't know if it's really my main entrance, but it's another one. Just a nice big staircase entrance. And then there I just had a bunch of dogs and cats. They're mostly just annoying. I didn't really use them for anything. Some rotten flesh for feeding them. Oh yeah, that's what you can use rotten flesh for. I totally forgot that you can feed dogs with them. With that. This is my tree farm. I just planted trees all along the hill and then chopped them down. Usually get a lot of wood from that. That was kind of another tree farm / just planting trees. This is my beacon. Is kind of what I used it for and called it. This was so that I wouldn't get lost. and I could see my house from far away because I remember, yeah, I just remember like thinking that 100 blocks was really far and I might get lost if I go too far. And yeah, so that is for finding my house. And this is a flood farm. Each one of these triggers separately by pulling the lever, and then it's all collected right down here. And this was the second flood farm that I made. I actually made the first flood farm at my second house, which we'll go see in a sec. And before I did that, I actually had a big kind of greenhouse. I just had a big square box covered in glass. As you can see, I love the cobblestone and glass look. Back then, when I built, I basically, like, building materials was either stone, wood, or stone brick. Like, or not stone, but cobblestone, stone brick, or wood. And it's like stone brick was used for some more advanced builds, I guess, like this thing that we'll go check out, and my minecart track and my castle has some stone brick. But like stone was not an option. I don't think I ever used stone slabs. I don't even know if I made stone slabs. But yeah, so pretty much everything I built was always like cobblestone. And I love the glass because it gives a nice open feeling. But I'd have to say, even though this is all cobblestone, I think, you know, just the look of it and the kind of the layout, and let's time set 0, kind of makes up for the lack of interesting building materials. All right, so yeah, this is just my farm. Got everything here, and a little hut for other things for all the supplies, farming supplies, food and stuff. And in here, this is my minecart station, which we can check out. And actually, I think I need some more minecarts because I don't know if I have a lot in here. But this, I was actually kind of proud of this. Let's see. Let's do, yeah, just go like that. This has a minecart hopper, and what you can do is you can actually send minecart chests, or I designed this so that you can send minecart chests from one house to the other, and when they come here, they'll actually get put into separate hoppers than the other minecarts. So I can do that. Let's see, cart return, we'll push the button, and that will go around. And what I have is a detector rail, and basically after a certain amount of time, this thing will activate and put the cart in that back hopper. Whereas when I come in, I'll come in, stop. Let's see, like I can even show this. I'll come in over here, I'll stop, get out. How do you get out of a minecart? What the heck? Oh, that's right. It's right click. Oh, I totally forgot that. That's weird. Because it's shift now, but I guess it was right click before. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so, man, stuff that you forget, that's weird. So yeah, you right click, you get out, step on the pressure plate, and then it will send it into this hopper. And because it switched or I guess for the minecart chest, it switched the track, so it goes to the back one. And then when you want a minecart, you can push the button. See, that's for the minecart chest. Might have to push it again. And it'll come up here and it's ready to use. But let's send it back. And then here I just have a lever that switches this track so that you either go, or no, it switches, yeah, it must switch that track. Oh no, that's the cart return. That one. Yeah, it switches that track so that you can either go on the right track, which brings you to Fort Sirhc, which is my castle. Left track brings you to the treehouse, but I don't have the right track done yet, so let's go to the treehouse. and we'll push this, get in, and then we'll ride over there. So I was pretty excited about making that. It's pretty simple redstone, but I thought it was kind of a cool little minecart station. You can see the treehouse right now. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. But let's see if we can catch up to this thing. It is able to continue going the whole way. Come on. I'm almost there. Almost there. There. Oh, there we go. So this is the tree house. Pretty boring looking, I know. And we'll get out, step on the... Oh, shoot. I'm flying. Nah, it didn't make... Or yeah, it did. There we go. So it went into the right one. So this is the minecart station, exactly the same. This is my basement, and for some reason I have chickens. That's just an empty... Or those are just placeholder doors, I guess. Let's head up so we can actually see the treehouse. So what I have here, I suppose I can go faster. So this is the kitchen one and the bedroom one. I got two. What the heck? Weird. It's almost like I'm lagging or something. But it shouldn't be. So I got these two buildings here, really boring. This one actually started out being on a tree, but I eventually took down the tree just like I took down the hill and built my own. So this one is the first one I built, and this one has... Why isn't... That's weird. I'm not sure why the pressure plates are not working. Oh, no, I'm not flying. That's strange. Not sure why that's happening. But yeah, so this is storage down here. Lots of stuff. And this is more storage. I got a lot of flint. 43 diamonds over here. And lots of iron. Got some furnaces over here as well. And then up one level we have my enchanting table, which is over here. And another brewing stand that I never used. And then this just goes to the top of the house and another tall tower so I can see my house from far away. And then, excuse me, over on this little tree house. And yeah, I don't understand why those aren't working. But this is my kitchen, as I said before. Just got a water source, some furnaces and such, and then my bedroom up here. So yeah, that's pretty much all that there is to here. Let's go back down to the basement so we can look at some stuff underground. So that is the train station over here. Well, this is... Did this work? No, they don't. Why are the pressure plates not working now? Over here is my mine. And then this is the basement to the other treehouse. Got some more storage because I needed more storage for redstone and for cobblestone. And then I have this nice ravine here. I died pretty early on falling down this ravine. I think I actually fell down it a couple times. Very scary. And this is the very first flood farm that I made. This is my pride and joy. It's 4-level. Yeah, 4-level wheat flood farm. Plus I have melons growing on this side. And I have sugarcane growing along this water here. And there's also sugarcane over there. I think you have to go around here. Yeah. I think that was just kind of for looks mainly. I don't know, maybe I harvested it every once in a while. But it kind of looks cool with the sugarcane behind the water there. And I think up here, I also have carrots. Ah, what's going on? I'm stuck. Am I on the ladder? No, I'm not on the ladder. Okay, that was weird. Got some carrots growing over here. And And I think that's it. And then just more sugar cane right along there. And all of this is triggered from one piston. This all gets flooded by one. I'm having trouble flying around here. Almost be better not to fly. But I have it all triggered from one water source and one piston. And I wanted to keep it hidden, so I actually have the piston underground with some gravel here. And then the water flows down and floods all of them, which, let's do that right now, because it looks kind of cool. And down we go. Alright, so let's, boom. Let's fly up to the top if we can. So the water comes down. And let's see if we can get around to the back and see the water going down. Not really. I'm not sure what the lighting glitch is for. But yeah, I have like this back part kind of designed in a way so that the water flows not only onto the crops, but also flows down the side here and then flows back and flows down onto the crops again. So I thought it was pretty cool, you know, able to use just one piston and one water source instead of triggering a bunch of pistons. And wow, getting really framey from that. That is weird. It does not like all of the it doesn't like all of this. I can't even pick it all up. What's going on? Jeez, look at that. So much. That fixes it. Why can't I pick it up though? Why am I not a real person? What if I do game mode 0? Huh. That is strange. I'm not sure what's going on here. But now I guess that stuff is stuck here. Wow. Huh. Okay. And let's time set 0 again. And, oh yeah, let's turn the water off. Go down the ladder. Come on. Get down here. There we go. So I guess that stuff will just have to despawn. That is... Okay. Okay, so, back outside of my house. Again, that was my very first flood farm. Really cool, I liked it. This was... What happened to my... My dogs are invisible. What is going on right now? Let me close this map out and we'll try this again. Alright, and we're back, and here are my dogs. And there's a cat here as well. I had lots of dogs. I don't know why, but I do. And here's my farms right on the edge of the cliff. And some of the cows decided to hop over the fence, I guess. Yeah, I got pigs, chickens. For some reason there's chickens in there. There's chickens everywhere. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, those are the farms. That's the house. And that is everything around this area. So now we can head to the next place. So we'll push that button. And we want to go to Fort Sirc. Let's see, which one? For some reason I messed the sign up on this one, so I think Fort Sirc is still Fort Sirc, yeah. Okay, and then cart return is off. So we'll head out there. And this one's a pretty long ride. I actually went pretty far away because I wanted the perfect spot to set up my castle thing. And those sounds are still too loud. There we go. So here we're gonna take a nice scenic ride through the desert. This was where I got my sand and ender pearls, and you'll notice that there's lots of creeper holes everywhere. I think there's like a 3 creeper hole probably. Those sounds are wow. There we go. I did a lot of enderman hunting out here as well, and this is also where I learned that cats are not very good at their job. I came out here one time with cats to scare off the creepers, but they don't stay close enough to you to really scare off the creepers. That was my hut that I stayed in at night while I was gathering sand. But yeah, so I had a lot of cats just kind of not be close to me and then die, and then I would die because creepers would blow me up. But here is my castle, and you'll notice there's a common theme. Lots of glass again. I love my glass. I love having big open areas, big windows. I think it adds a lot. Did not finish the wall. I started on it, but I started running out of stone and was kind of getting bored with this world. Right click, that's right. Oh, no. I can push on it. But my minecart disappeared. I wonder if there's minecart problems. I don't know. But this was actually the first thing that I made out here. This was my hut for staying in. I had all my chests and some furnaces in here. And I wanted the minecarts here so that I could send cobblestone and stone brick out here to work on this. And also I needed to figure out where this would be so I could connect it to the rest of my house. So here's my large basement. Dug this all up by hand. I was gonna say with iron tools, but I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did have diamond pickaxes. I think everything else was iron though. I didn't use my diamonds for much besides pickaxes. But yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do in here. I was just digging a basement and was just like, let's just keep digging it lower and lower. And finally it turned into this. And I was thinking of using this all for storage and have just like tons and tons of chests that didn't have anything in them, but it would look cool. There's a portal that I did not light, and this is a secret underwater entrance. So that nice little way to get in underwater, although that water kind of flows down, so it's hard to get through there. And then at each of the corners, I have the nice spiral staircase. There's my mine shaft. Up here I have storage, so all my things are in here. I don't know if I have diamonds over here. Oh yeah, I got 12 diamonds. Wow. That's like almost 2 stacks of diamonds here. So here's the first level, and let's take a look from the outside actually first. So, like I said, stone brick, because we're fancy like that, and we have coal to smelt all of our cobblestone. I don't know if I had a silk touch pickaxe. And glass, so that we have a nice open feeling. And it's got kind of a castle-y look. It's got kind of rounded corners and such. And this is my wall that I did not finish. I got some of it done, but it took a lot more stone. Over there, that dirt pillar, that's where the stronghold is. And then here's another flood farm that I made. This one's a little bit fancier. It actually has different levers. Let's see, because we got on the top, where's the ladder? Ladder's right here. On the top we have potatoes and carrots, and then we have 2 levels for wheat, and then we have a melon farm, another melon farm. I made 2 melon farms because I thought melons would be a good food source, but they're not. And then a reed farm right here, or a sugarcane farm. And then here's where you collect it all. Some chests. And then these all control each level. I'm not sure which direction it goes though. I think this is level 1, and that goes up from there. And then this, let's see, that just leads to storage, I think. Yeah, that just leads to storage. But this track here is so that I think there's a minecart chest up in my kitchen area, and that's supposed to be down here, and then I can fill it up, push the button, and send it up there. And then I can send it back when I'm done with it. So that is my 3rd flood farm that I made. I really love my farms. They are cool. So we can go back inside. Right here. Well, this is the big open first floor. I never really figured out what I wanted to do. That was kind of the problem with making such a big structure, is like I didn't know how to fill it. I made all the stuff that I knew how to make, and that was it. I got a nice little courtyard in the middle. I think I was gonna put a jungle tree here, but I don't know if I actually ever got jungle tree saplings or spruce saplings. I think I only really had oak and birch saplings. Here's my kitchen, and my food storage is actually right in here. And oh, there isn't a minecart chest. I don't know where it is, but it's supposed to be either here or down there. And all of these are... There should be food in here. That's weird. I could have sworn I had some beef or chicken or something. Then up on the second floor, this is my bedroom over here with the nice water and glowstone underneath it because I'm fancy. My bed, nice big open space again. And then over here I have my library. I think this is the last thing that I did before I stopped playing on here. So I just have a couple of enchantment tables. There isn't one there, but there should be, just for symmetry. And then I have a lookout tower right up here. There's one on each corner, but you can get out onto the roof. And there is my castle thing. There's one more. What did I want to show? Oh yeah, I wanted to see if I actually had any other saplings. I know I've been to a taiga on here and a jungle because I got those cats. But I don't think I actually ever had oak or jungle wood. Let's see, where's my wood? Yeah, that's all birch and oak. Let's see. What do I have? That's cobblestone. Stairs, glass, redstone. Farming stuff is gonna be right here. Yeah, no jungle or spruce saplings, and I don't think I had any other place either. So oak and birch wood were my only woods, and then I had cobblestone, stone brick, and glowstone. Best building materials you can have. Just amazing. Let's go back up to my bedroom, and we'll finish this off there. So this was, ooh, I wonder, should we time set 0 or is the sunset gonna be nice? Although I guess we're on the wrong side. Let's go out here, right in the moonlight. So my very first Minecraft world, obviously did not know much. I didn't know anything about XP grinders, or the only farms I knew about were those farms. Never fought the dragon, never fought a wither. I don't even know, I don't think I had any wither skulls at all. So it's kind of a boring world, but it almost seems like it would make more sense in an earlier version of Minecraft, maybe a beta version. But this is what I did. This is what I knew, and I definitely had a lot of fun playing on here, and played on here for quite a while. I mean, quite a few months before I never really had another single player world that I played on a lot. I did a desert island survival one, or not a desert island, but an island that only had a single tree, and I did hardcore on that. But I didn't do much on there. That sheep is way out there. What are you doing out there? And then I think I had a couple of small worlds, but not much. I didn't really do anything on them. And I had another world that I did with my brother that looked kind of... I actually did some decent building on there. And then after that, I started YouTube, so I started on my single-player world. Which, like I said, new single-player series coming out a couple weeks, and I have some good plans for it. One thing that I don't like about my multiplayer Night Owl series, I love it a lot, but there's one thing that I don't like, and that is too easy. Basically, you can get any resource. We have farms for everything. You can get any resource super easily, and you know, there's no struggle involved. And so I'm going to be making my single player world, my single player series, a little bit more challenging. First of all, I'm going to be adjusting a certain game rule called natural regeneration. I will be playing in UHC mode because it adds a little bit of challenge, adds some danger, makes mobs a little bit more scary, especially like skeletons and witches. Definitely. I mean, witches are already bad, but with UHC, it'll definitely make them scarier. But also, I have not used potions very much because there's really no need for them. I think the first time I ever used a potion was on Night Owl server for a skeleton grinder. So I really think that this will kind of allow me to explore that part of Minecraft that I've never used, and I don't think many people really use unless they're doing PvP. So I think that will be really interesting. And also, another thing I'm going to do is I will be limited in resources and I guess exploration, and that is because I will be going underground. Now, it's not going to be like other people's underground series where they have a day to get whatever resources they need. I'm going to be going underground with 2 items: wood and saplings. I will be able to chop down 1 tree, and then I have to head underground, and I can start making tools and stuff. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to like start underground with all the materials that I could have above ground and and animals and stuff, because that just seems like it's like, what's the point of being underground? I want the materials that I have access to be materials that I can only get underground. Besides the wood, obviously, because you really do need wood for for playing Minecraft. But yeah, so it's going to be underground, very limited resources, and UHC. And I hope you guys are excited. I know I am. I think it will provide a very fun and interesting challenge. And just because it's going to be challenging doesn't mean it's going to be boring. And I guess that's going to be another challenge for me, is making it interesting. Because there definitely will be a lot of grinding, a lot of digging around and digging out areas so I can build stuff. But I definitely will focus on building and making really cool, just really cool structures. Making sure that everything looks really nice. Unlike this castle behind me. I mean, it looks all right, but I want to be on another level. I guess kind of on the level that I am now on the Night Owl series, making really good stuff, even though I will have limited blocks. And then also there will be some cool exploration and fighting, Ender Dragon and fighting Withers and just exploring and surviving, I guess, and struggling underground with the limited resources and limited access to things. So I hope you guys enjoy. I really want this series to succeed, because I think it will be really fun for everyone involved, which is me and the viewers, you guys. What else? Oh, and tell me what you guys think about this name. I got a working title right now. I'm thinking something like Sirhc Underground UHC single player survival series, or Sucks. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I think it's a pretty good title. But anyways, welcome to my first world. I hope you guys enjoyed your stay for this past however long it's been, and thank you guys again for subscribing. I'm so happy to be in the triple digits. It's really cool. I was so excited to see that. And look out for single player series. Follow me on Twitter. I will be putting stuff on there. That's where I put all my announcements and stuff. So make sure to follow me on Twitter. And until next time, goodbye, peoples.